Good morning, everybody. Today we will continue the demonstration of making space maintainer or palatal arch. We need certain instrument. First of all, we need the welder, electrical welder for spot welding. Secondly, we need a flame for soldering, a torch. Then we need wire cutter, wire player, soldering tweezer, wax knife, solder wire, some piece of cotton, and finally we'll do the space maintainer upper and lower. The palatal arch to strengthen the anchorage in the upper arch, and also to keep the space between the teeth, or in the lower arch, the lingual arch, which is banded on the molar teeth. After we did in the first demonstration the initial stage by making band selection, making the lingual arch, and then welding the arch to the molar bands. The joint is not very strong to withstand the occlusion or occlusal forces in the molar region and to stand for several months. Therefore, we want to do some strengthening of the electrical spot welding, which gave me an exact and nice positioning of the whole appliance. Now I will reinforce the joint by soldering. So our talk is about soldering. As we can see in here, the soldering has been done and the joint is so strong and robust, and it can withstand months or years without any problem because it is so strong. Now, the welding was done with this apparatus. Now we will do the demonstration of soldering of stainless steel wire. To show the procedure from the beginning quickly, I will give you a quick demonstration. We can have a wire, 0.9 millimeter stainless steel wire, and please follow me. How can we join it to another piece using the cutter, but hold the other wire not to jump away. Then we have two wires. The two wires is applied in between the two heads of the electrical welder. Put it down and then put the two together. Yes. Good. Now the two pieces are together. Pass electricity. Now electricity has melted the two pieces very rapidly and unite them together by a process of welding. You can see that two pieces are, but they are not very strong. So now I'll demonstrate the second stage, which we call soldering. We need a source of flame and a solder. We need the lingual arch welded in position to the molar band. Also, we need some cotton. The solder, as you can see, we adjust the flame to be pointed in a conical shape, and the best position is to have the tip of the flame. We heat it a little bit, and then we put a solder on the same point. The solder will melt. Now leave it to cool, or better to have some water. Now the joint is very, very strong, but it is not very clean. The wire has been oxidated and black. That's why it needs another step for polishing and finishing before we insert it intraorally. Now I will do the same procedure on the model. We use the welder as a spot welder for the first stage. The second stage, we will do the soldering in a special area, and we support we need a little piece of cotton to isolate the area of soldering in order to keep the specification of the materials. Now we put the wire or the model in a special plate which accept the high heat. Then we adjust the torch to the point of soldering. Then we direct the heat directly on the solder tube, and then the melt material will go to the soldering area. We have to be sure that the melt metal soldering material is surrounding the whole joint in order to get it very strong. Then we can close the fire, remove the piece of cotton, now the solder is cold, or we can do it under tap water. Never remove it directly because it is very, very hot. It can be traumatic. Now the solder has been done, but it is not clean, black, therefore requiring the cutting the end of the wire, then polishing of the soldering area. We can do it like that in another step on the other molar band. By finishing, we can use it as a space maintainer or for reinforcing the anchorage. Thank you so much for following. With the compliment of Professor Bashir Kanaan. Nice to see you in another opportunity. Goodbye.